Hi guys! So back in August I filmed my first ever favourites video for this channel, but I haven't filmed one since, despite having lots of favourite things. So I thought this year I would take the opportunity to maybe make it a regular feature on my channel, or at least intermittently. So these are my January favourites. Like last time, let's begin with the entertainment category. The first being my favourite film or films of the month. This month I've kind of got a favourite classification or genre of film to mention, and that is just old films. Specifically musicals, but they don't have to be. This month, I don't know if it's because it's been miserable and cold and post-Christmas, but I have watched a few of my favourite old films. I'm a massive fan of old musicals, and I got to reabsorb some of them this month, and I thought I would mention them. They are Singing in the Rain, and if you're not aware of Singing in the Rain, it's basically about the first talkies in Hollywood, and filled with lots of fab songs. The next is Annie Get Your Gun, which is only the second time I've ever watched this musical, and I don't know why, because it's so much fun. It's where the famous song you might know, Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better, is from, and it's basically very similar to Calamity Jane, if you've seen that. And in fact, the male lead is one of the male leads in Annie Get Your Gun and Calamity Jane. But basically it's about Annie who falls in love. Unfortunately, her impressive skills with a gun undermine his pride slightly, and their relationship goes awry. Not going to say it has the best morals or lessons to learn for women on how you should get a man, so don't go to it for that, but if you want some fun songs, and check it out. And last but not least is a classic, and it's Some Like It Hot. It's not my favourite Marilyn Monroe film of all time, but that doesn't mean it's not one of my favourite films, and this one's actually in black and white. It's about two musicians who accidentally witness a mob crime and have to escape, so they dress up as women and join a women's band to escape from the mob, and that's where they meet Marilyn Monroe, who is also in this women's band. And personally, it is one of the best films ever made, so I would highly recommend checking it out. I don't actually have a favourite TV show this month, but I do have a favourite book and author, and that is Kate Tempest, who, well, I guess is actually a poet and a musician, and this is Hold Your Own. Again, I've mentioned this so many times and I really need to stop. Well, do I? It's so good and I want everyone to read it, but she basically wrote this book of poetry, and it's based around the ancient Greek myth of Tiresias, and because I loved it so much I had to go out and buy her other one, which is Brand New Ancients, which is also poems based around ancient Greek myths. I haven't read this one yet, but I can't wait to. And if somehow you haven't heard me rave about Kate Tempest yet this month, then there you go. Go check her out. Last time, the second category was internet stuff, so I guess we'll just stick with that. So in internet stuff this month I have Goodreads, which obviously isn't a new discovery. I've been using Goodreads for a very long time, as has everyone. But this month I've been particularly enjoying Goodreads because I've started writing reviews of the books I read on Goodreads, which I very rarely did in the past. I occasionally wrote reviews on my blog and obviously did video reviews, but never really just talked about my feelings in a Goodreads review, and I am trying to do that for at least 70 to 80% of the books I read now. So if you're not friends with me on Goodreads, then go ahead and add me if you want to see my thoughts on more books than I maybe review on this channel. That was actually the only thing that I came up with to put in this category, but no matter, let us move along to the next category, which is miscellaneous. This time though, it is not purely stationery that I'll be talking to you about. In fact, the first thing is my new glasses, which are from the brand Jigsaw, which I don't think I mentioned in my last video that I showed them to you in, but I have never had glasses before. This is my first pair of glasses, and they are for reading. I have astigmatism in both my eyes. Yeah, basically I needed glasses for reading. How can being able to see better not be one of my favourite things this month? The legs look like this. The frames are a slight cat eye in tortoiseshell, and if you didn't hear me mention before, the glass has a blue tint, which is meant to stop the light from computers damaging your eyes further and straining your eyes and giving you headaches. So somewhat delusionally, I am hoping that I am going to be 10% more productive with them. And the next is actually a skincare product, or two skincare products, and it is the cleanser and a moisturiser from Murad. They're both from the Blemish Control range. The cleanser is their time release blemish cleanser, anti-aging blemish control. All of their blemish control range comes in two strengths, a much stronger one and a less strong one, which is also anti-aging. So I got the less strong cleanser, and I got the stronger moisturiser, which isn't anti-aging, but it is the oil control mattifier with SPF 15. But I did actually get samples of the slightly less harsh anti-aging version of this, and I think once I'm out of this I'm going to buy that, because it's just a little bit more moisturising, and I find that I have been going through this quite fast because I need quite a lot. But if you're not aware, I have acne prone skin and have done since I was like 14, and I've tried so many different products. The one thing I don't really expect from cosmetic products that treat acne is for them actually to cure acne. What I do hope from my face products though is for them to not irritate it, to help control it, and to keep my skin from being incredibly oily, which it is naturally. And these products are amazing at mattifying and stopping my skin from being oily. One of the things in particular I've noticed is when I wake up in the mornings now, I don't have a greasy layer on my skin, which I used to do, because obviously the oil would be building up whilst I was asleep, but I wake up and my skin feels nice. My makeup also goes on beautifully once I've used these products and lasts longer than I'm used to, because like I said, my skin is not as oily throughout the day. I've had them both for about 6 weeks, and although I don't think this is going to last me much longer, I think I'm going to have this for a few more months. But those were all the things I wanted to mention in this video. I hope it was enjoyable. And if you did enjoy it, then let me know so I know to try and keep doing these in the future. And since it was such a lacking category this month, the internet stuff, if you have a favourite internet thing, could be anything, could be an Instagrammer, could be a website, could be a app, then let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye guys!